Hello friends, hopefully you can hear me. It's been a nice fun day of technical difficulties. I am so excited to be here though. It's going to be so fun to build with each and every one of you. If you can actually hear me, please do me a favor, let me know in Twitch chat, because everything has a tendency to break right before you go live on the live stream. It's kind of just how everything works. But hello everybody! Today I'm not actually Jacqueline from Majorly Hacking. It's a bit of a change. I'm Jacqueline from Autocode. Believe it or not, Autocode is my actual job. I do have a job. I know that might surprise some of you, and I'm joined by not one Blahage. I am joined by two Blahages. It's great to see every single one of you. Now, before we jump into actually building stuff, do me a favor. You want to go and head over to the link I'm about to go and put into Twitch chat. And let's just make sure I get the right one. I have no idea if this is the right link. Hopefully it is. If you head to here, it's going to open something in your browser, because believe it or not, that is how the internet works. Also, I've just realized my MacBook is not plugged in. Oh, that's always fun. Does anyone else ever go live and just have everything break? Because I just did, but that's okay. We're going to plug everything in. Even at Local Hack Week, you know, even if you're on stream, it doesn't mean you're an expert in everything, and that is a-okay, because sometimes you need some time to learn. And today I should have learned to plug in my MacBook before this stream. So if you head to that link I just put into Twitch chat, with a bit of luck, it should open you to the wrong page. But that's okay, that's okay. Sometimes these things happen, sometimes I post the wrong things, because I accidentally called it LHD, because I am retro. So go to that link I just put in chat. You want to go and check in. Once you have headed over to this link, we're going to pretend I didn't call it LHD by accident. It's going to take you to a page that looks a little bit like this. Now, you should have seen this earlier, but if you haven't and you weren't listening to Ryan, don't worry, just go hit login. You probably, have already signed in, but if you haven't, just go sign in now. And you want to go and check into this stream. That is because if you check into this stream, you can go and earn bonus points, and bonus points are pretty damn cool. So let's go and hit register and check in. And now, you're earning a point just for being here. Okay, now some of you will be asking, what is Autocode and why is it cool? So in this stream, in less than an hour, I'm gonna build an entire Discord bot. And here's the funniest bit. I haven't actually prepped this live stream at all. I have not practiced building the Discord bot, which we are gonna go and build. So what you're about to see from me is 100% legit. So if I can build a Discord bot live without any prep, I am sure each and every one of you can too. Now, okay, you are here, and Rosendo is going to do some magical things on the MLH account as soon as he finishes his coffee, because I can see he's drinking one. And once he has done that, he's going to go and post a link which you can use to get over to Autocode. And I want you to go and head over to the link that Rosendo is going to go and post in chat now. And he's going to do some magic. It's going to start with hackp.ac, and you're going to see something when you get there that hopefully looks a little bit like this. But Rosendo is using his massive typing skills right now to type it. It does just take a little bit. Rosendo is indeed, Aeroslacan, the best guy. 10 out of 10, would Rosendo again. So, Autocode is basically a toolkit that makes it really easy to build awesome bots. It makes it really easy to build apps and websites. But one of the really magical things is that it lets you build stuff like Twitch and Discord and Slack bots really easily, and it lets you use APIs super easily too. And that is why we're having a go using it today. So when you head over to this link, hit sign up free. It's going to take you to a sign up page. Go through that sign up flow, okay? It'll take you just a couple of minutes, and just go do that. I'm going to go and log in straight away though, while I wait for you all to get signed in. And what I am going to say is I am going to be going through this pretty quick. It is completely okay if you cannot keep up with me on this, because here is a pro tip. This stream is available as a VOD on Twitch, so you can always go and take, a look at that VOD again. But also, after I've built something on this stream, You can also, once it's all wrapped up, go to this link I'm putting in chat now, youtube.com/AutoCode.tv. We have a ton of YouTube videos, which are tutorials on how to build Discord bots on there. So if you get stuck or if you can't follow along, it is completely okay, because I've been there watching stream before and I know it can be a little bit difficult to keep up. Oh, Kaijan is being super nice. My energy is apparently amazing. I'm so sorry about your flip time zone, but I'm so glad you're hyped about Autocode. Blahaj is also hyped about Autocode. And actually, we're going to be going and incorporating Blahaj into this stream indeed. Yeah, we've got a YouTube channel. It's actually me who presents the videos on there as well. So I'm not biased at all, but I think it's a great YouTube channel. Okay, so once you have managed to get through that sign-up process, if you are still going, do not worry. But once you get to this page, you want to go and hit New Web Service. And we are literally going to build a Discord bot, okay? And I'm going to go and name my project GHW Discord Bot. And I'm going to go and hit Create Project. Now, here is what makes Autocode magic. If you've ever had to go and set up a load of libraries locally, then you know it's a little bit of a struggle to do that sometimes. But what is really cool about Autocode is it will both host your bots, but it will also give you an editor in the browser that you can build. And this is not any normal editor. Now, this editor is going to use the power of autocomplete to let you basically build stuff way, way, way quicker. And you might know that I am the guild leader of Blahaj Gang. And if there's anything I love about Global Hack Week, it's earning points. And of course, if you can complete challenges quicker, then you're going to earn more points. And on the topic of challenges, did you know that we actually have a couple of challenges this week? So if you go to globalhackweek.com, and then let's go and check out challenges for this week. So if we click this button, we go on challenges. I know some of you are just getting caught up, so I'm giving you time to do that. Let me scroll to wherever Autocode is. So one of these is learn how to use Autocode to build your first Discord bot. So if you watch this stream and you build a Discord bot, at the end of it, you're able to go and submit a bot. And that means you get another point automatically. But as a pro tip, take what you're learning today, because you can use Autocode to do tons more than just what I'm showing. If you today complete any other challenge using Autocode other than this one, then you actually get an extra point. So that is pretty cool. I see Ron here with a Blahaj. That is a spirit friend. So Sarah, if you're a bit stuck, do not worry. Or Sarah, I'm sorry, I managed to get your name wrong there, sorry. What you want to do is you want to head over to this link to sign up for Autocode, and then just follow along with me once you've got signed up. If you can't keep up though, do not worry, that is a-okay. Apparently we're telling people to skip dinner now as well, which is definitely a thing. Let me go put that thing back up. Cool. So, I have just gone and spoken at you for a bit. We've got probably about 50 minutes. Let's go build a Discord bot. So this is a default project. Pro tip, by the way, if you are getting stuck and you want to build with friends, you can actually do that. If you've ever seen on Google Docs of those collaborative building, if you hit share, you can share it with friends who have an Autocode account, and that means you can build together. So if you're getting stuck on a challenge and you want to help from someone else in your guild, you can totally do that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to build a Discord bot, and I think a very easy first place to start would be to build a Discord bot that makes attending local hack day as a guild better. So it's going to be a bot which we can include in our guild's server. Now I am going quite fast here, friends, but do not worry. And this is a great question. Which one shall I click? So when you get over to this page, you want to hit new, you want to go and hit new web service, and you can call it whatever you want. But I've not got a ton of time, so I'm going to have to go quite quick, but don't worry, because remember, this is all, being recorded as a VOD. Okay, so you've got signed up, you've gone and created a new web service, you've gone and given it any name. Now, not all of you will have done that yet, but that's a-okay. I'm just going to keep going. If you have to go back in time as a pro tip, you can go backwards on YouTube. So yeah. Okay. So, go put that link back up, because I know some of you are still going to go get to it. We're going to be building a Discord bot, and I think a great first start of showing you how to build a Discord bot would be involving Blahaj, because Blahaj is perfect, and I think, it's the easiest way of doing it. So, this is some really good pro tips from Aerosol Can. Watch it live until the end to make a bot later. Hell yeah. You should definitely do that. And for anyone asking me to slow down, as soon as I get into the coding, I'm going to slow right down. Don't worry. I just want to make sure we've got all of this important stuff out the way. Okay? So you've got signed up. And the really cool thing about Autocode is instead of us having to go and host a server, and on that server, make it so we can go and, find out, how do we get that data from Discord? That's going to be pretty difficult. So instead, on Autocode, say I want someone to be able to use an exclamation mark blahage, and they get sent a bit of thing saying, hey, blahage is really cool, okay? Let's go and build that right now, okay? So if you're in, we're gonna build a real Discord bot that does something like that right now, that quickly, okay? And we're gonna do it in less than 5 or 10 minutes, and that's a promise. And I'm not even gonna go fast because I'm gonna slow right down right now. Okay, so you've got your Autocode project. You up here can see it says HTTP request or webhook. If you click that, you can change this bit of code to run instead whenever anyone in Discord, and well, we want it to run whenever someone uses a specific prefix command, because we want to go and make it so someone uses exclamation mark blahage, they get a message about blahage. So in here, I can say, I want my code to run whenever somebody goes and on Discord creates a message with the prefix exclamation mark blahage. So this is my settings. But again, if you are struggling to follow along in real time, that is completely okay. It can be a little bit difficult to keep up with these streams. They're very, very fast paced, but you can definitely, look at the VOD afterwards and get caught up. So I'm gonna use exclamation mark blahage to run this code. I'm then gonna go and hit save trigger and click yes. So this code now will run whenever I go and use that command in Discord, but there is one final step I need to do to make that work. I need to go and link a Discord bot. Yeah, Aerosol's like, wait, that was super easy. Yeah, right? Isn't it a lot easier than having to set up a server? And this code, by the way, Aerosol, is actually live on the internet right now. I don't have to deploy anything, that already works. But the last step we need to do, if I just refresh the page, you'll see a little warning saying I need to do it, is I need to go and connect this to a Discord bot on Discord's end. You should see here it says 1 required. If you don't see that, refresh the page real quick. Okay, and what this is saying is, if you've ever dealt with API keys or bot tokens or anything like that, you might know that they're a little bit of a struggle to deal with sometimes. You might know that, they can be a nightmare to keep track of. Well, the really cool thing about Autocode is it will walk you through both setting up your bot on Discord and also walk you through how to go and get the data you need for it. So I'm gonna right now live build a brand new bot. So I'm gonna click this blue link button. It's gonna do some loading. It's gonna take a while. So while it's loading, me and Blahage are gonna chill out. Blahage, how are you doing today? Blahage is doing great, friends. And I hope you're doing great. If you are doing great, by the way, make sure you are remembering to check into the event. The link is omg.ac/LHD check-in because I got it wrong, but that's okay. And now it has loaded. You can go and click link new resource. Yes. So we basically can use stuff like OAuth to do a bit of magic for you. That is completely correct in VisiFan. So I'm going to click that button and it's now going to walk me through what I need to do. So it's got screenshots and it's got telling me what to click. So I'm going to go and click this button saying, I'm going to open it in the Discord developer portal. It's going to go and ask me to log in. Pro tip is if you've got Discord on your phone, got to find my phone. There's my phone. You can actually just log in with this QR code. So I'm going to go and do that right now. Let me go and open Discord on my phone. And I can go and scan this QR code. You should never scan someone else's by just going on my phone, clicking on my icon in the bottom corner, and then there's a scan QR code button. So I can use this to log straight in to Discord like magic. Isn't that pretty cool? Cool. So I am now logged in. I'm going to create a new application because that is what these steps say. So I want to go and create a new application. And I'm just going to go and call it Global Hack Week Bot, but it doesn't really matter what you name it here. Okay, so I've done that. I'm going to come to here and I've created it. So I've done that step. So I'm going to hit next step. And yes, I can absolutely repeat the prefix bit after I've gone through this linking bit. This bit just takes a little while. Of course I can. Okay, so the next thing I need to go and do is get my client ID and my client secret. So I can get this from this section here. Cool, so I'm going to copy my client ID and I'm going to go and paste it down here. And it's also saying I need to regenerate my secret key. Now, pro tip, do not show your secret key on stream or to a friend. That is private stuff. You don't want to show that to people. So I'm going to show you where you can get it. You can get it by pressing reset secret, but I'm not going to show it on stream because if anyone has it, they can control your Discord bot to do anything at all. So let me just go and generate it right now while you all can't see it, because that would be pretty bad if, one of you did some magic. And I do need to go and put a 2FA code in. So let me just do that right now. We've got to change a little bit how it works. So yeah, pro tip, never ever leak your keys. Because if you do, there is absolutely nothing stopping someone getting your key and then making it send Ryan Swift memes to your Discord server every single minute. And I'm not being funny, no one wants that much Ryan Swift in their life. I love Ryan Swift, he's a great guy, but I don't need a photo of him sent to me every single second. Okay, so I've gone and pasted in my client secret now. You didn't see it, but it is in. And I'm now gonna go and hit next step. And finally, I need to go and get my bot token. So it's saying go back to the sidebar and click add bot. I can do just that. So let's go here, let's go and click bot. I'm gonna add a bot, and this is gonna make it so the bot now exists in Discord. It actually is a real life bot. And again, it's gonna now ask me to go and get a token. And again, if you share someone your bot token, they can do real damage involving Ryan Swift. And we don't want that in our life. So I'm gonna go and hide my screen again for just a second. I mean, technically it could be Mary memes. But in reality, like who is making Mary memes? That's a really difficult thing to say. Okay, so let me go and get my 2FA code again. It needs it twice. That's okay though, we're doing it live. This is real. This is how you know it's not pre-recorded, because if I pre-recorded this, it would be a lot more slick. And cool, I've got my bot token. I'm gonna go paste it in right now. And I'm gonna go and make it so you can't see it. So I've just gone and pasted all of that stuff in. I've done what it asked me to do. I'm gonna go hit finish. But before I'm gonna make it not full screen to make sure the little pop-up appears. And it's gonna give me an error. That's okay, sometimes that happens if you take a little while to get through it. That will be because I forgot to do a step. So let me stop sharing my screen again just to work out which step I forgot to follow, because this is why it's really, really important to actually read everything. I missed this step. It said, hey, I need to add an OAuth2 redirect. So on the OAuth section, there's an add redirect button, and I need to go and put this in. So make sure you are scrolling down. It's really easy to miss this kind of stuff. And I'm gonna, paste an URL in, says Simone's. You're like completely on it, way more on it than I am right now. So I'm gonna do that. I again can't show on stream just in case it goes and leaks that token. I do trust you all, like I really do. There we go, it's all good. I trust each and every one of you. But again, like, I don't need that many Ryan Swift memes in my life. Cool. So I'm gonna go and skip through this. I still did something wrong. That's okay though. Let me, it's always fun when things go live and go wrong. Like, has anyone ever experienced this? You're building your wonderful thing, and your life is going great, and you think everything's working fine. And then what do you do wrong? You go and press the wrong button. It's okay. I mean, we're kicking local hack day off as we go on, and I hope this is showing you, like, even people whose professional job is to build stuff make these mistakes. It is completely okay, for things to go slightly wrong when you're building. I'm just going through these steps again, just off stream. But it's like completely okay if you're like building projects and you're struggling. Like I'm struggling right now and I work for Autocode, right? And it is completely okay if that happens to you, because you can have another go. The cool thing about building stuff with code is that it doesn't matter if it doesn't work the first time. You have an undo button and you can just try again. And so that's what I'm doing right now. I just can't show you on stream in case I accidentally go and leak another key, because we don't want that to happen, do we? That would be what we call a big oof. In fact, can we have a big oof in chat, please, friends? Cool, so this is working. Love it when Discord has an error. That's okay though. We're gonna get through this together. And then I'm just gonna go and get myself a new bot token as well. So yeah, this is how you do stuff. If you are building a new project for yourself and it all breaks, doesn't matter. You just have another go. Yeah, these big oofs are what we wanna see. And coding is hard, but Autocode does try its best to make it easier. The nice thing is, it's taking like 5 seconds to troubleshoot this rather than 5 hours. Cool. So I'm having some issues with mine. So in true TV presenter style, here's one I made earlier. I had a suspicion that might happen, so I've just gonna link mine to one I've already created. If you're having problems, do not worry, we'll troubleshoot it afterwards, but it should be working. You should be able to go through that. If you couldn't see my screen then, it was just because I was testing stuff. But I have now linked a resource. So, I've pressed the link button and I've clicked new resource and I've walked through it all. But I'm having some issue. It might be my internet, so I'm just gonna use one I used earlier. Okay. Now, normally I'd be like, hey, this was super easy. That worked really well. But, I ran into some issues and it happens. So here we go. I now have my code. And someone asked me earlier to show you how this works again. So I'm basically telling Autocode, I want this code to run whenever someone on Discord uses a message that begins with !Blahaj. And then I'm hitting save trigger, okay? Now, our code is on the internet now. Let me open my logs. Let me show you for real. So you can see here that there is no logs for this endpoint because I've never run it. And you can see all this code does is log the numbers 1 to 10. Okay, now if I go on tools and I go back to my Discord server, my bot is already in my test server, and I use !blahage, nothing's gonna happen, okay? Because I've like not connected anything. But if I look in my logs, do you see here? We have the numbers 0 to 9. That's the first 10 numbers. So we've just like, we've just built a Discord bot. Like for real, we built a real life Discord bot that does stuff. Like, sure, like I had problems connecting stuff because like I bit goofed. Like, doing a stream is difficult, but let me prove to you that everything is working for real, okay? So if I delete all of this code except line 3, we need to see line 3. It's nice to see goofs. It happens, right, in Vizzy? Like it's really, really difficult. Like one of the things I really don't like is when people like do live streams and do like tutorials and everything goes perfectly. Because like you need to see that debugging process of like trying to work out what went wrong. You know, so you know that wasn't intentional, but it is just what it is. So we've gone and got our bot. Now, get rid of every code except line 3. And then what I want to do is I want to send a message to Discord to the channel which we sent our message in, saying like something about Blahage. So how do we do that? How do we add the bot? When you go through the linking flow, it'll ask you which bot to add to the server. But if you want to add my bot, I'm actually going to be sharing the link later in the local hack or global hack week. I know I said it wrong. Discord. So yeah, if you're having issues at the bot token stage, do not worry. Simone, if you say which issues particularly you're having, let me know and I'm happy to help troubleshoot. Okay, so I can say await lib.discord. So that's saying an API on Autocode called Discord, and I want to go send a message. Okay, so I'm going to hit send. I'm going to click this, send a message to a user or text channel. I'll show you that again. People who are getting stuck on 2FA, Discord, it looks like, might have made a recent change which requires you to enable 2FA. Don't worry, you're not going crazy. If it says invalid request, it's not you going crazy either. It's just, you know, Discord is probably just having a bad day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and message someone on our team to go and take a look at that. But while you're doing that, just don't worry about connecting the bot yet. We can actually connect it at the end. You know, what you can do is you can go and, you know, just code all of it and then connect the resource to Discord later. So do not worry. Matt, if you could like ping Jacob and Keith and just let them know that there's an issue with tokens, that would be very much appreciated. Okay, so await lib.discord.send and then click that top option. And we're gonna send a message to the Discord channel. If you tried like 5 tokens and it's chill, don't worry. I think Discord might just be having a bad day. We will troubleshoot this all later. And so my channel ID, I'm gonna click these little icon here and I'm gonna type in channel. Believe it or not, it's gonna autocomplete. But channel ID wasn't that easy. It's like staples. Cool. And the content, I want to send some content about Blahage. So I'm going to say Blahage is really cool. And I'm going to go and send a shark emoji. Okay, so let me go and do shark. Okay. And wait, I'm going to hit finish configuring and I'm going to hit save. Believe it or not, I have just made it so my bot sends a message to the Discord channel, which I went and used my code in. Like, for real, I actually just did that. So let me show you. If I come here and I now go and use !Blahage, it is going to send a message saying Blahage is really cool into Discord. Yeah, literally, we just did that using that code. Isn't that really, really cool? We didn't have to spin up a server. We didn't have to go through any trouble except Discord's token's not working. We didn't have to do any of that. We just managed to make it so it went and sent a message. So I'm going to turn off my screen for a second. I'm going to ask you, we've got 35 minutes. You know, tell me a feature you would like me to add to this Discord bot, and I will add it live on stream right now, okay? I know that's a big challenge, but I'm gonna try my best to add any I possibly can, okay? And while you're doing that, I'm gonna go and see if someone can go and get that little token problem fixed. So I'm gonna go and ping some peeps. An error. Just keep talking. I'm just going to do this. 11 streams. Cool. Sorry about that, friends. I was just you know, telling some people to go and take a look at that token issue, because we want to go and make it so everything's working perfectly for you. So we've got tons of different things. We've got generate random posts from a subreddit, show Ryan Swift memes, random blahage photos, set up an alarm. Oh, there's lots of cons. Music bot. Actually, we have an entire YouTube series on how to build a music bot, friends. So if you go on youtube.com/autocodetv, there is a whole series on how to build a music bot. So definitely check that out. You can build literally your own one and it'll pull from YouTube like all the ones that got taken down did. So that's really, really cool. Text-based adventure, Rickrolling. Oh, Rickrolling could be fun. Can I repeat token? Snorlax is currently an issue with token linking on Discord Zen by the look of it. I've gone and asked someone to go and take a look at it. They should be able to get it fixed in just a couple of bit. So just keep watching, and if you're having problems, that's a-okay. Generate a list of hackathons coming up. This is a really, really cool one. I think we'll do Rickrolling in a bit. A list of hackathons coming up. I think we can take this actually one step further. We're at Global Hack Week, you know? So instead of a list of hackathons, why don't we do a list of challenges? And so people can see a list of all of the Global Hack Week challenges inside Discord that are happening today. How does that sound? Should we try doing that? Okay, I'm gonna try writing that code now. Again, you can write this code even if you've not managed to get your bot token connected. You can bail from that right now, write the code, and you can link your bot token later if needed. Yeah, generate a list of events occurring this week. That's a great idea. So what we're gonna go and do is we're gonna click this little plus icon, and we're gonna go and say new script or webhook, okay? And again, this is gonna happen when someone on Discord goes and uses message.create.prefix whenever someone sends a message that starts with, and the prefix is gonna go and be exclamation mark challenges, okay? And it's gonna get the challenges for today. Okay, now Autocode supports a ton of different APIs. And one of the really, really cool APIs I really like is the web scraping API. So we can actually go and get data from a website using the power of the internet, which is almost as magic as Discord's API error. So we're gonna go and hit save trigger. And what I'm gonna go and do is I'm gonna go to the Global Hack Week Challenges website. So this is this. And I don't know if you've ever done web scraping before, friends, but there is a way of basically pulling data from a website. So you can see this is all our challenges. It's got fill in our swag form, join a guild, all of that kind of stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go copy this link, and let's go to Autocode again, and let's see if we can get the data from that link. Okay, I'm sure you're not going to believe I can, but I can. So watch me code. I'm going to go and say let challenges, or challenge data even, let's do that, that's more fun, is equal to, and then just like we saw earlier, we're going to do await lib.discord. And what I'm going to say is lib.discord, and I think I'm going to go and, wait, I want to send a list of challenges to Discord. I can't go and send it to Discord until I've got it, right? So let's get rid of our Discord. And what we're going to do is we're going to use crawler, which you should see on this little drop-down menu. You might have to scroll down. And that lets us go and pull data. So we're going to say crawler. And if you come around here, you should see this option, which says query or scrape a provided URL based on CSS parameters. So what does that mean? That's a lot of confusing stuff. Well, if you've not used web scraping before, the TLDR of web scraping is it lets you go and go to a website, but as a computer, and it looks at the computer's code, and you give it a rule, and it will go and get you data based on that rule. And if you've ever built a website before, you might know about CSS. Now, CSS, by someone who's building a website, they use CSS to go and make their website look really, really pretty. But that means that lots of elements that contain similar data, so a great example of that is each of these challenges have a similar CSS class. Now, let me show you this. If I click here and then inspect element, if you open inspect element, you should see that each of these cards have a class, if we go through all of them, so it's just highlighting the card, of card frame. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay, so I'm going to copy that. CSS is like a magic wand for our website. That is completely true. If we come back into here, so I'm going to say lib.crawler, I'm going to click this query option. Okay, so we know my URL. My URL is going to be globalhackweek.mlh.io/challenges. This is the website with all the challenges on, but in case you've got stuck, I'm going to go and post that in chat right now for you. So you want to go and paste this URL into where it says URL. And then what else I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down here, and you're going to see this thing called selector queries. Now, a selector is just a way of selecting CSS. So if you remember, we have a CSS class in each of these called card-frame. And we want to get each of the card frames. So if I copy that, I can say dot card frame. Why dot? Well, in CSS, if you've ever written a CSS file, you might know that you use a dot to say, I am going to go and use, a dot basically means I am using a class. If you use a hash, it's an ID. If you're using other stuff, it's going to be something else. But that's kind of how CSS works. And AK Nixon, do not worry. People are having some issues, but it looks like it might be a Discord outage rather than like their browser. So that's just a heads up. Okay, so we've got dot card frame. And in resolver, we're going to say text. I want all the text inside each of the cards on our website. Okay, so you fill in this form. I'm going to leave it on screen just for a second for any of you still getting caught up. So globalhackweek.mlh.io/challenges. And then the selector is dot card frame. The resolver is text. Okay, fine, I hit finish configuring. And let's go in console.log. If you used JavaScript before, that's how you log to your console, believe it or not. It's like using print in Python if you use that before, because Autocode uses JavaScript, by the way, friends. And I can console.log challenge data. So I can go console.log, everything I just got back. In fact, let's not just get challenge data, let's get challenge data.query results. And that's going to go and contain every single bit of data that matched our query. Okay, I can now save this, and let's try running this code by clicking this green run button. Okay, and we're going to look in our console, and hopefully something useful is going to come through here. And if it doesn't, don't worry, it happens, but it looks like something did. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, wow. Can you see this? It looks like we are managing to go and pull a load of data. In fact, here's our list of challenges. Isn't that really cool? So that list of challenges, see here, fill out the Global Hack Week Shared 2022 swag form. If I then open this, well, hey, this is it. That's really, really cool. And so what I think we can do is I think we can then go and include that data in a Discord message. So what I want you to try and do is use your brains for a second. How can we go and send a message that contains all of these different challenges, which are stored in a JavaScript object or JavaScript array even? How do we send them as a message, but all in one message? Has anyone ever used programming tools before? Can anyone think of that concept? While you're doing that, I'm going to just keep talking to some people who are trying to debug that issue with, that issue we're having currently with Discord. Okay, they're looking. Okay, so question here from Scorcher. Is there a way to have several event triggers on one bot? So yes, you can. What you want to do is for each bit of code you're writing, to add a new trigger, you just go and click this new script or webhook, and then you can add as many slash commands or prefix commands or people reacting using emojis. You can build your own reaction roles. You can do that however you want to do it. Okay, so we want to go and send a message to Discord with the challenges for today. But actually, let's be really fancy. Has anyone ever used Discord embeds? If you haven't, they're a really, really cool way of formatting data. So if you go to omg.ac/embed, which I will go and send into chat as well, it's going to take you to this page. And this is going to let us build a Discord embed that is happening today for all the challenges, okay? So I'm going to set the main contents of my message as today we, actually, let's leave the message empty. We don't need some boring stuff like that. We're going to set the embed title as today's challenge. Today's challenges even. And in the event description, I'm going to be like, fill in this, okay? So we're going to go and fill this in. And then I'm going to go and view this code, okay? And I'm going to go and copy paste all of this code except that very top bit that this embed builder just generated. So these are the settings I have it on, just saying today's challenges, and then fill this in. And then if I click view code, got all of this. If you can't catch up, do not worry. I'm going to recap very shortly on what we've done so far. It's completely okay if you've got a bit stuck. And yeah, I agree, InvisiFam. The embeds are really, really cool. Okay, so we've gone and, set our title. We've gone and done this. So the embed part, you want to go to omg.ac/embed. If you scroll up, it should be in Twitch chat. And then I'm just making a new embed. So I'm setting the title to be today's challenges, and I'm setting a description here. And now a Discord embed is a way of sending nicely formatted data into Discord. And so once you have done this, you want to click this view code button. We were obviously going to fill this in the code editor. And it's going to give you some code. And all you want to do is copy paste all of this code except that first line, because you've already got that first line in your project. So we're going to copy this, and then you head back into Autocode, and we're going to paste this under here. Okay, cool. So your project will look a little bit like this. You've got, you know, you're scraping data, you're getting data, and then you're sending a message into Discord in an embed, and you just console logging. And when can we see the stream recorded? You'll be able to take a look at the recording as soon as it's finished. It'll be on Twitch as a VOD, friend. So I know I'm going super fast just because we don't have a lot of time. I want to make sure, you know, I can show you an entire project start to finish. Cool. If anyone is having issues, try using Chrome and try using an incognito window. Because apparently that will fix things if you're having some issues. So Chrome and incognito window will hopefully, fingers crossed, fix that linking issue you're having. We'll keep troubleshooting to see if it's continuing to happen, but that will fix it. Okay, so you've gone and done all of this. Channel ID, what to enter. If you just click on the channel ID eval, if you, let me just show you real quick. In fact, no, channel ID for this, just leave as default. You actually don't need to enter a channel ID, it will automatically work. This context.params.event.channel ID, all that means is the channel ID in which the command was used. So our command we set up here is a prefix command, it's !challenges, and then we're going to scrape the data and we're going to send an embed. Okay, so I'm going to save this and let's head back to Discord and let's test our bot. And remember, if you're having issues linking tokens, try incognito, but don't worry, if you can't follow along during the stream, it is a-okay to follow along later. So I'm going to go and use !challenges. And I'm going to get, hopefully, an embed, which is really cool. We've got a really cool little embed here. However, it's not all that useful because it's not showing my challenges. I've got to fill in my list of challenges, friends. Rosendo's laughing at me right now. Very, very, very easy to do, though. Very easy to forget to do things like that. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to forget to fill in my list of challenges. We're going to build that now. So let me show you a little bit of magic. If you've used JavaScript before, you'll probably know this, but we can go and build a string. Yeah, it says fill this in, and I've not filled it in, friend, did I? You know, that's just me being silly. That's okay, we can do that. So what we're going to go and say is we're going to say let challenges equals, and we're just going to make a string. Strings, not used before, is text in JavaScript. And then what we're going to do is, well, if we look at this, challenge data dot query results contains our list of challenges, and each one is in challenge results, query results, challenge data query results 0.text effectively. So what I can do is I can loop through that challenge data.query results. And if I actually just type in 4 and then press tab, Autocode is going to autocomplete it. Isn't that magic? It's like Christmas came early. Okay, but instead of 10, we want to loop through the challenge data.query results. So I'm going to say challenge data.query results. And I'm going to say .length. Hopefully, if you've written JavaScript before, this looks pretty familiar. Basically, you're just looping through an array. It's not super fancy, but you know it seems to work well. Where can we play this after this stream? You'll be able to go and get the VOD on Twitch, friend. Do not worry. Thank you, Aerosol Can, for being there to help me. Blahaj, how do you think this is going? Blahaj says it's going fine. He wished the tokens would have worked, but that's good. Cool, thanks, Blahaj. Okay, so we've written our loop. Hopefully, you've all got up to speed-ish now. I know I'm going very fast. And inside our for loop, I don't know if any of you have ever done this, but does anyone know how to append some data to a JavaScript string? So I've got a string and I want to go and add something to the end. Does anyone know how to do that? It won't be able to read your channel ID, Arpan, if you're hitting run once you've added that code in. The reason for that is Autocode when you're hitting run isn't sending a challenge ID. So the way to check it is to test it inside Discord if you've managed to get your bot token working. You'll get that error because you're hitting run, because, well, no data is being sent because it's not being run from Discord. Yeah, so people are saying push. I think push is for JavaScript arrays, friend. But yeah, we can just add data on. That is so correct. Okay, so what we can say is we can say challenges. Now, you might be expecting me to do challenges equals, challenges add, and then something else. But actually in JavaScript, there's a little trick you can do. You can actually go and say challenges plus equals. So this means add on to the end of challenges. And I'm going to add on, well, let's put it in backticks so we can do some magic. Yeah, here's Nomad with those skills, knowing how to use plus equals. Big skills there. I'm going to say challenges equal to \n. What does \n mean? I don't want it to be like \n before every challenge. That'd be really, really silly. Okay, well, what it actually means is start a new line. So that's how Discord knows to make a new line. And then for each one, I'm going to go and, well, do a $sign and then curly brackets. I don't know if every single one of you will have seen these before, but this is called a template literal in JavaScript. And it's basically like some fancy concatenation. Yeah, it adds it to your next line, doesn't it, Tab and Rage? You know everything. You know better than me. To be fair, most people know better than me, but that's okay. So I'm going to do new line. I'm going to say challenge data dot query results I. Okay, this might look a bit confusing. So let me just really just quickly recap what I just did. Okay, so I've gone and pulled some data from the Global Hack Week Challenges website. I used a selector because that's what people use when they're building websites to style CSS. And I can use that to my own advantage because it means that I can do, magical things like go and select data based on it because people don't realize you can do that. I'm then making a new string. And once, I'm going to go and skip this because it has singing in, that's strange. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do a for loop and I'm going to do a new line on each line. So for each challenge, add a new line and just add the name of the challenge to my string. And then sending a Discord embed. Why backticks? This is an amazing question tree. Because, I asked this question actually when I used Autocode for the first time. The reason you use backticks is it lets you use template literals inside. If you use normal quotes or double quotes, template literals don't work. So we'd have to do like quote /n quote plus the thing. And it looks a bit ugly and it's a little bit difficult to understand, right? And we don't want that. And that's why I use backticks and use the $signs. It just makes it a little bit more concise. And so now as my description, instead of it being fill this in, because that's not a very good description, I think we can all agree. We want a list of challenges, I can now say challenges. Okay, let's save that. I don't think you'll believe me, but I now have some code that works. So if I do !challenges, my code is going to go and find a list of challenges on the Autocode website. Friends, do you know what this is called? It's called a bug. I just encountered a bug. And that means I did it wrong. InvisiFam believed in me. InvisiFam, I made a mistake in my code, but that's completely normal. Okay, let's debug live. What mistake did I make? Okay, let's hit tools. Oh, I'm being really silly. It looks like it's not stored in just challenge data.query results I need to add .text to the end. If you're having issues like that, you probably just made a typo. It's so easy to do. Yeah, syntax light, just extract the text field from the object. Big brain energy right there. That's exactly what I needed to do. I also really needed a drink, but I've had that drink now. Everything is A-okay. It happens, exactly. When you're building something, you will make mistakes and it is completely okay to. Okay, so I fixed my mistake, I've saved. Let's try again. !challenges. Hopefully, it's undefined, friends. It's undefined. I made another mistake. Again, it's completely okay to make mistakes. In fact, it's completely normal to make mistakes. So let's see if I can work out where I'm making a mistake, okay? Let's go through this debug process. We've got a little bit of time left. First of all, in feature business for loop, I'm going to do console.log. I'm going to go and try logging the challenge data. Okay, so this is now hopefully going to log me. I'm going to get rid of this old console.log. A list of stuff. This gives you all time to get that little bit caught up as well. But hopefully, I'm now going to get, in my console at least, a list of challenges. So let's try that right now. Let's do !challenges. In my console, I'm going to get defined in my message, I think, again. In my console, am I getting a list of challenges? Well, no, I'm not. I'm getting undefined. Well, it looks like I made a mistake again. But again, it's completely okay and normal to make mistakes when programming. In fact, believe it or not, no one will tell you this, but everybody makes mistakes when coding. So I can now go and troubleshoot a little bit better because I now know what's going wrong. It's undefined because, well, this is undefined, which should probably make sense, but I need to work out why it's undefined. So that's where I can start just returning and I can start debugging my code like this. Hey, Drainboy, it's good to see you. So I can go and say console.log and let me go in console.log, just challenge data. And then in here, there's going to be query results 0 and, oh, interesting. It's done 00.text. That's different. That's what I wasn't doing. So let's try running this code now. Is it going to console.log my first result? Did I make a mistake like that? It's really easy. I did. It's 00. So there's fill in my Global Hack Week share. If I do, say, 10, is that going to give me my second challenge? I'm hoping it will. Bahaj, you think it's going to work? Is it going to give me my second challenge? Oh, no, I didn't. It gave me an error saying could not read property. Okay, so I am teaching you a very important life skill, friends. If things break, do not worry. Instead, debug. It's completely okay. So I don't want to put a 1 here. I want to increment this second one by the look of it. Okay, it's a 2D array. That is correct. It is very easy when you're doing little 2D arrays to have things go wrong. So it's going to be 0, 1, I think. And hopefully I'm not going to get filled out the Global Hack Week share form. Hopefully I'm going to go and get a different challenge, a different result. Ah, join a guild. Phew. Okay. So there we go. This is the syntax. By debugging things and doing it a little step by step and returning early, gave me a chance to debug things and work out what was going wrong. And now we've done that, we're not panicking, we're not changing all our code. We can now go and put that fix, which we now have, into action. So all I'm going to do is after results, do a 0, and I'm going to do the same here. That was a really small typo I just made. It was a really, really tiny typo, but that made my code not work. So if you're having the same issue, fear not, just debug, take things slowly, don't rip out all your code, take things slowly. So I'm going to get rid of these 2 lines in a row. It is completely okay if things are going too fast for you as well, because the really cool thing about Global Hack Week is all of these are available as VODs on Twitch. So you can go back and watch. And Autocode also has a ton of YouTube videos over at youtube.com/AutocodeTV that you can go and watch later and get caught up to speed. I'm going quite fast here, and if you can't keep up, that is completely okay. I just want to show people a full Discord bot built in less than an hour from start to finish. So it's completely okay if you went too fast. But at the end, I'm going to go and do a little kind of very, very easy thing you can add at the end. So do not worry if it's too fast. There's going to be a super simple feature you can add to that. Even if all of this is going to be ahead, anyone can do. Can I make the code available? Yes, I can. Can you push your code to GitHub? There is definitely a way. If you go to the Autocode Discord server at discord.gg/autocode, there's like an awesome group of people providing support there if you get stuck. But also, they are able to, debug things further. And they'll be able to also answer that question for you. And can I make the code available? Of course I can. So let me go and hit save. In fact, I can make it available right now if this works. Let's go and hit save. And let's go and try and use exclamation mark challenges to see if that's working now. Hopefully it is going to work. It's going to give me a list of challenges. It's not done anything yet. Okay. Did I get an error? Live debugging is always fun. Okay. This is it's definitely logging something, isn't it? Sometimes, you have those little bugs which are so small, you can barely work out what's wrong. Aha! Aha! Today's challenges, I've got 1 challenge added. That's really cool. Okay, so I'm getting the first one. Okay, and that is being added. So, oh, I made a really silly mistake. I updated most of my code, but I forgot to update this. So it needs to be query results 0.length. Okay, yeah. JFro here is calling me out as well. It's very easy to make these mistakes. You see, I thought that wasn't there and I made that mistake too. So as you're programming, if you're making the same mistakes, don't worry. See, you're all pros, right? Even though you're at Global Hack Week and you're learning, well, I'm learning too, and I'm learning from you. So that's why it's really important to go and help others during this week. There's plenty of time. Okay, so let's try it for real. If I do exclamation mark challenges, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to get, it's probably still deploying actually when I hit save. That's okay though. Hopefully I'm going to get a nice list of challenges. I'm going to open my logs to make sure everything is coming through. Oh no. Oh no. Huh. So friends, and here is the really important thing to remember. Live lesson 2.0. Just because you think you can build something doesn't mean it's going to work. It's looking like we're getting an error saying our max embed size is too big. We are setting so many challenges that they don't fit into a Discord embed. So what I'm going to do is instead, is I'm going to go and get the first 4,000 characters. I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to say JavaScript slice first to 4,000 characters of string. And this is literally how you go and do things in programming. You don't know, you Google and you find out. And I don't know how to do it, so I can use substring. So I can use substring 0.length. Okay, so I want to get from 0 to the length. And I'm going to live debug this, and I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to come back, and okay. So instead of all of this, I'm going to do challenges.substring 0, and instead of .length, obviously, I want to get the first 4,000 characters. And of course, I will go and share this code with you very, very shortly. The first few elements of the array would also work. Yeah, there's lots of different ways we can solve a single programming challenge. And so I'm going to try this, and if that doesn't work, then, we'll try that too. In fact, you could actually do something really cool, and you could go and build buttons on a Discord embed, which let you go between different pages. I don't have time to build that right now, but maybe I'll hang around in Discord later and try and build it for real. And what gesture am I using? I'm using 3 fingers, but Discord's not in Safari, friend. Okay, let's try again. Exclamation mark challenges. Is it going to work properly this time? Okay, well, it's a chunky boy indeed. It's a very, very chunky list of stuff. And if I look in here, phew, it looks like there is a lot of challenges. Let's do 2 new lines so it's a little bit more readable. But we just scraped data and we just sent it to Discord in an embed. So if I now do exclamation mark challenges, it's a chunky embed and a half. It's a very, very big ol' embed. But we're just sending a list of challenges to Discord. Do you now see why we've got an error? There's so many challenges at Global Hack Week. And remember, one of the challenges today is build with Autocode, but you can complete any challenge using Autocode to get those points. So there we go. We just built a Discord bot live. We just debug live and it works. If you want the code for all of this, let me go and send you the snippet for the command I just built. So you can go and install it straight into your app. I'm going to hit this new snippet button, which does not work in Safari. I forgot it did not work in Safari. Let me go and do this, and this will magically make it work. Cool. So I'm going to go and... Ooh, whoops. Anyone ever made code and it big oofed? I just did that. I just big oofed. But that's okay. We can big oof together. So I'm going to say GHW pull from list. Cool. And I will make that slightly nicer. It's magic. Cool. If you want the code is being sent to you right now. Oh, files and snippet must be in. It is a JavaScript endpoint. Cool. We'll debug that later, friends. I'll send you that list. Now, we've just built a Discord bot, but if you just got lost, let me show you one final thing that is really simple. Let's make an exclamation mark Ryan command, which goes and sends a photo of Ryan to your Discord server. If all of this went over your head, if you're a much more new developer and you're needing to build your first bot, here is what you can do. You can make a new endpoint called script or webhook. We've got a couple of minutes left. And once you made that new endpoint, you want to go and set the trigger of your event to be a Discord trigger, and you want it to happen on message.create.prefix. And our prefix is going to be exclamation mark Ryan. Okay, I'm going to save this trigger, and then I'm going to go and make it so we're sending a message to Discord. So await lib.discord, and I'm going to type send, and I'm going to let it autocomplete. Okay, the channel ID is going to be this little 4 icons here. I'm going to type in channel, and I'm going to click channel ID, and in the content, well, I'm going to go to Ryan's Twitter page, twitter.com/this is Ryan Swift. I'm going to go and get his wonderful avatar. This is it's a very old picture, but Ryan Swift does indeed still look like this. And I'm going to go and send that as my message content. I'm going to hit finish configuring. I'm going to hit save. And if everything else just went above your head, well, we just built a Discord bot just then. So now, if I do exclamation mark Ryan, it will send a picture of Ryan. So if you just got really stuck and really, really, really confused, well, as soon as this stream is no longer live, look at the VOD, look at what I just said at the end, and well, there you go. There is something you can build to be able to submit. If you are still having issues with invalid requests, you want to go and potentially we were getting rate limited by Discord just then. So try going through the process again. There is a chance things would work. And Yuval is asking for a Rickroll. Yuval, I've got a couple of minutes left, but I will give you a Rickroll right now. How does that sound to prove this is not planned? So we'll go and build a new script or webhook. We're going to go and click here. It's going to happen on Discord whenever someone uses a prefix command. And it's going to be exclamation mark Rickroll. Okay? And I'm going to go and get the Rickroll YouTube video. And I'm going to go and get this link. Let's not get DMCA'd on Twitch, on MH Twitch. Nope. Cool. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and send a message. Again, you can watch me. So we're going to say await lib.discord.send. On channel ID, if you're getting errors, don't worry. Just watch what I'm doing. Okay? I'm clicking this icon. I'm typing in channel. And then I'm clicking this channel ID that pops up. If you're hitting run, once you've got code that has that in, it will not work, it will break, okay? And then content, I'm gonna paste that YouTube URL. Oh, that's not the YouTube URL I need. I need this beautiful URL. Nope, 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 cool. And I'm gonna go and paste this in here. So I'm gonna hit finish configuring. I'm gonna hit save. And I just added a Rickroll command to my Discord bot, friends. Just did that in like a minute or two. Literally that easy. So let's come back, watch this. I'm gonna do Rickroll. Bazinga. Literally just got Rickroll. Obviously it doesn't autoplay, that's not how Discord works. But that is literally how easy it is. Literally that easy to go and add a new command. So you can do way more than just this with Autocode. You can go and, you know, there's tons of Discord triggers. If you want to get some inspiration, you can go and look at our apps and snippets. I've got just a couple of minutes left, so I'm going to show you. But if you are submitting to this challenge and you've built a bot, the way to submit it is really, really simple. You want to hit this publish button and it's going to ask you to do some things. So just follow the instructions on here. You want to hit publish app and it's going to go and take you to a page that looks a bit like this. Make sure you are actually writing in README because I am very, very low on time. Can you use Discord GIFs? Of course you can. Okay. So once you've published your app, this is what you're going to submit to Global Hack Week as proof you've actually built it. Okay, so you want to go back to the challenges page. And what you want to do is you're going to go and search for the challenge. This is learn how to build Autocode and use your first bot. And you want to submit it on DevPost. So you want to go to the DevPost link it's going to give you. You want to go sign in to DevPost. If you've not used DevPost, DevPost is where you go and submit a load of different hackathon projects. It's also where I completely big oof and managed to not be logged into DevPost, which is seemingly the theme of today, but that is a-okay. Instead, I'm going to open Chrome because I know I'm logged in on Chrome. So let me go do that right now. And what I'm going to do in here is I'm going to go to this DevPost link. I'm now going to log in with LinkedIn because everyone knows that cool kids log in with LinkedIn. Who else uses LinkedIn? No one else uses LinkedIn off? I'm definitely cool, definitely not old. It even thinks I'm a robot. That's how cool I am, business kids. Cool, let's go hit allow. Okay. So, now I'm here, I can go and submit things. I'm gonna go and join this hackathon. I'm working solo. I found out about you from MLH. I'm via the website. I'm gonna tick all these boxes. I've definitely read the official rules. Definitely. Okay, let's create my project. So many captures, friends. You have to post your code on DevPost? Yes, I'm showing you how to do that right now. Once you've built it, obviously you don't have to do this during the stream. If you want to keep building your Discord bot and add more features, you can keep doing that, even though this stream is going to end soon. You don't have to do it today, you just have to do it before the end of the day, whatever time zone you use. The project name is going to be Global Hack Week Discord bot, but you can call it whatever you want. And in this elevator pitch, I'm going to say it's going to change the world. Because it might do, but I can't prove it. Gonna hit save and continue. It's gonna ask me for a load of different data. The project story, my inspiration was Ryan Swift. What does it do? It's a Discord bot. Obviously, you'd want to go and fill this out a little bit better than I am. How do we build it? Autocode, obviously. Challenges we run into. Debugging. Debugging live is really, really difficult, but we managed to do it, and thank you to all of you who helped. What accomplishments am I proud of? It works. It has 4 commands. And what did we learn? Lots. What's next? Success. I built this using Autocode. And you know that link, which we used earlier? Well, what you can do is that link, when we published it, which I've lost, here we go. You want to copy that link. You want to go paste it into a try it out link, hit save and continue, and you just won yourself an extra point. How do you type that fast? I've been doing it for a while. Don't worry, friend. This is my professional typey job. Cool. Rosendo is saying I have a buffer, which means I can like take a chill pill, I can hug Blahaj, and instead, why finish submitting Rosendo? I've got half an hour to go buy a Blahaj live on stream. You know? I'm kidding. So which Global Hack Week shared challenge am I submitting? I am obviously submitting to the Autocode challenge, which is hopefully on this. Dooba-dooba-doo. Learn how to use Autocode and build a Discord bot. I just learned how to build a Discord bot from all of you. Save and continue. Tick this box. Bazinga! I just went and built a Discord bot. I just went and submitted to Global Hack Week share, and I just went and got myself a point. You do not need to go and do all of that in this stream now. This is available as a VOD, so you've got plenty of time to go back, look back before, you know, update tomorrow. You've got like 21 hours. So watch the VOD, get up to speed. I think our engineering team have probably fixed that issue by now, where you're having issues linking tokens. If it doesn't work anymore, all you want to do is you want to go and use it in incognito. But if you are having issues, or you were having issues, have another go by clicking this, you'll have a red icon here. click that red icon and click linked. As soon as it shows like this, your bot will be working live. Remember, you can build way more using Autocode. So I just did tons. I just went fast. We just built 4 prefix commands. I'm blown away. But we went and did web scraping. We went and sent messages to Discord. Went and connected a Discord bot to Discord and put it in a server. And we actually rickrolled me too. We also managed to nearly get the Autocode, or the MLH Twitch channel DMCA'd, which is my claim to fame because we're only 1 day in. Okay, so that was a lot. I'm going to tell you some useful next steps, and then we'll kind of go. Me and Blahaj have to go get dinner. But don't worry, I'm going to be here on the MLH Twitch for the entire Twitch. No, I'm going to be here on the MLH Discord for the entirety of Global Hack Week. So if you are having issues with building using Autocode, just ping me. You know, I'm in the UK currently, so I might not be able to reply immediately, but I will do my very best to help out. We're going to have some more friends as well. And if you want to try building something else using Autocode, what I want you to do is I want you to go to youtube.com/AutocodeTV. And when you go there, if you're new up, you'll have to accept this because of course you do. And it's going to take you to our YouTube channel. And there is 4 or 5 project ideas here, which will help you like give tracks on what to build. So if you want to submit something else for that challenge, or you want to build a different Discord bot, you can have a try using any of them. So you can build a reaction roles bot, you can add a button roles bot, feedback with modals, you can actually pop up a window in Discord now and collect data. You can build a welcome bot, or even build your very own music bot. I think there's probably some more as well if you click on the all videos button. So there's tons and tons of stuff if you want to have a go, and if you get stuck, to take a look at there. And finally, you know, once you submitted it to Discord or to DevPost, you've got yourself your point. As a little bit of a spoiler for a challenge that is coming up, okay? So this is, if you want a head start on getting an extra point, you want to listen right now. If you click this share button in Autocode and you add someone else's Autocode name or their email, so this could be someone in your guild, you can build a bot together and it will work like Google Docs. So you can both code at the same time, you can both test things at the same time. And I would really recommend doing that because it gives you that little bit of extra help. I know during Global Hack Week, there is so much stuff going on that it can be really difficult to keep up to speed. And if you are struggling to kind of keep up and you need a friend's help, that is a-okay in Global Hack Week. That's why guilds exist. So add them as a friend on Autocode, add them to your project and build together. That's what my big recommendation is, because then you can build bigger and better Discord bots. But that's basically time. We went very, very fast there. We ran into some challenges, but it's okay to run into challenges, and it's okay to need to troubleshoot and debug code. And well, that's kind of it. We've built a Discord bot in an hour, in less than an hour even. We built a Discord bot with 4 whole commands. We managed to troubleshoot some bugs, and you all managed to really, really help me. Thank you to each and every one of you. One final call out though, is if you do run into challenges and I am offline, if you go ahead over to discord.gg/autocode, we have a really, really cool group of people on there who will be more than happy to kind of help you out with troubleshooting and all of that fun stuff. I would really, really recommend you go and check it out. Abdul is saying they're going to go and develop their bot. That's awesome. And if you did miss the start of a stream and you're wondering, how do I get on Autocode? Then Rosendo is going to use the power of magic, and by magic I mean his fingers, to go and type in the link which you need into Twitch chat to go and check out Autocode. But thank you to each and every one of you who came. It's been so fun. If you want a box code, I can send that too. Let me go get you the box code. Thank you for the reminder, friend. That link which I copy-pasted earlier, actually, it will all be in that. So let me go get that. Go on my dev post page. Here we go. So if I view the source, if you want the code of everything I just built, you can go grab that from this link. That's all of my code which I just wrote live. So you're welcome to include that in your own Discord bot. Okay, that's it, friends. Thank you so much for coming. It has been an absolute blast. Sorry that we ran into some issues. It's okay though. Remember, by Blahaj, if you run into issues, Blahaj will help you debug. I use the power of Blahaj to get through this, and you can too. Go Blahaj Gang. Blahaj Gang's an awesome guild. There's also a ton of other awesome guilds. And I'll see you in Discord, friends. Thank you so much for coming along. Happy hacking, and all hail Blahaj. Bye, friends.